Welcome back to the fields of Perthshire, and to be precise, the James VI of Scotland and James I of England hammered shilling field, silver shilling. So if you didn't see that video, go and take a look because it was phenomenal. It was a great day. I got 3 stunning coins, a George III, an Edward VII silver and the James VI. And also got a lovely Edinburgh token as well from the 1790s. So I'm out with Albert, who, as you know, is nice and camera shy, so you're not going to see him apart from his hands, assuming he finds anything. So let's go and see if there's some treasures to be found. Oh, and if you don't already follow me and you like the video, please hit the button, because about 75% of you are not subscribed, but you keep on watching, so I'd appreciate your support. Right. Let's go and see if we can find any treasures. Story of my life recently, I haven't even started yet, and Albert's got a find. It is a wee lead seal. It's a little bit mangled, don't see any writing on it, but it's a flax seal or a fertiliser or a seed seal. You can see the wee notches where the ribbon would have gone through. There might be something on there, but it's seen better days, probably from the 17 or 1800s, but we've only been going for 30 seconds. Can't complain. I have got a signal almost straight away, and it's a screamer. 94, but it's going up to 97. Silver on the first. I think it's going to be a bottle top, to be quite honest with you, but as you know, always film the first hole. Happy to be proved wrong. What's that? That's a stone. Yeah, there's something. Oh, it might be a coin, you know. Oh, well, it's a high readout for a coin. Doesn't look silver. Oh, I don't believe it. It bloody well is silver. Albert, first hole, silver. No. Hi. I think it might be George III. I don't believe it. What a start. What a start. Look at that. It was 94, 96, and I said, sounds like a bottle top to me. I think it's a bullhead shilling.
It does look like it.
And it actually looks like it's a love token. Because look at the way it's bent, or maybe that's just mangled.
No, it's both corners.
Yeah, it is both sides are folded. What a start. What a start. Right, time to get my hands wet. It's absolutely freezing, so I'm not really wanting cold fingers, but I don't have much choice. Oh, where's my spray bottle? Right in the bottom of my bag. Right, I'm going to turn you off, get back to you in a second. At last, I got the water bottle out the bottom of my bag, and it's a little bit bright, but hopefully it's still going to be a good thing to watch. Oh, it's pretty smooth. Oh no, it's not. It's not too bad at all. It's definitely bent, isn't it? Yeah. In terms of looks like a love token. Yeah. There we go. What a start. George III, 100%. There's a date at the bottom. It might be 1816, but going to have to clean it up and get back to you. Unbelievable. Well, what a start, folks. George III, 1816. I don't know if it's a shilling or a sixpence, to be honest with you. I'm not 100%. I think it's a shilling. On the back is the Norman French motto, "On soit que mal voie pense." I tried. Anyway, that's the best I can do. The shield on the reverse. Top left, bottom right, 3 lions of England. Top right is the rampant lion of Scotland, and bottom left is the harp of Hibernia, or Ireland. In the centre is the the House of Hanover, the symbols of the House of Hanover, which I think is a horse up against a sort of castle, if I remember rightly. But what a start. I've literally turned the machine on and I've walked 10 feet and I'm straight in with an 1816 silver George III. So as I say, it's either a sixpence or it's a shilling, and I think it's a shilling, which would be 12 pence, just over 200 years old, and it'll be probably 92.5% silver. Now it does look like it's been intentionally bent, so I think this is a love token. So this is something that's been given by a man to his potential suitor. You would bend it in a particular way to make it no longer legal tender, and you present it to the girl of your choice. And if she wasn't particularly keen, well, she would throw it away, and clearly that's what's happened here. Normally they would smooth them off, and I'm very glad that they haven't. But what an incredible start. Hopefully much more to come. Oh, and I forgot the most important of all. 1816, I mean, it was probably a quarter of a penny for a pint. So if this is a sixpence, it's 6 pennies. Do the maths. 24 pints. And if this is a shilling, it's 12 pence, which would be 48 pints. Could you imagine? And another pretty ear-blown target. We got a lot of musket balls off this field last time. I think I got 10. I think Simon got 8. So I think we got about 18, and of that 18, I think about 15 of them were off this field. So I'm expecting a few. This is well, there's the bottle top that I expected on the last hole. But a lot of the musket balls came in the low 80s. But yes, we got a bottle top, so back to earth with a bang. If only Simon was here. But he isn't, so we'll leave that for him for next time. This time, got myself a little stud, a little copper stud. Don't know if it's been part of a button or if it's some sort of furniture tack, but probably got a bit of age to it. Couple of hundred years old, so, well, better than a tin can. Mystery object number 1. I swear I can see it almost like a horse sort of shape there. Albeit a crude looking horse, but maybe it's just my imagination. On the other side though, it's got a little stud sticking out, a little nipple, so it's clearly been attached to something, probably a leather. And looking at the damage around it, it looks like it's broken off on all sides, but, well, mystery object. But if you know, comment below. We've got another bottle top, but we've got a good one. We've got a good one with some decoration on it. Let me get you zoomed in a little bit. So you'll see there's a hand holding a sword. It looks on the left hand side like it says Gordon Graham M&G Company Limited. There's a little sword, I think it is, in the centre, possibly with a hand clutching onto it. It says trademark either side, and at the bottom it says Aberdeen, or Aberdeen as they would pronounce it. So I'll need to look this up online, see what I can find out about Gordon Graham. Brilliant. My guess is it's probably from the late 18 or early 1900s, but different from your usual kind of junk. This one, a 40-44, but quite a solid target. It can't be a coin, not at that low. I think it might be some sort of button. And it looks like it is some sort of variation of a tomback. Oh, it's another one of these swirly ones. Which, was it me or was it Simon got one of these the last time? In a different field, incidentally. But the other one was in better condition, but no, it's exactly the same type, maybe even off the same jacket, maybe even lost by the same person. There's where the shank would have been. So it's got this lovely swirl design, and then it's kind of scalloped round the edge, and it's almost certainly Georgian, 1700s through to 1820, so nice find. 40 minutes in, I can't believe I haven't had a musket ball yet, but this could be one. Oh, well, it's not quite as good as I thought it was. think we're out, or I've dug in completely the wrong place. There is iron as well, which is somewhere over there. I think I have dug in the wrong place. Oh no, I haven't. There, it's there. That's another button. It's another button. Oh, and we've got a wee bit of writing on the back, I think. Okay, back to you in a second. Similar sort of period to the last button, maybe slightly more modern, but probably from around about 1800 through to 1850 or thereabouts. There's a bit of writing and decoration on the back, but unfortunately can't make it out, but still, it's another find. Oh, well worth a film, this one. Up to 91. Georgian silver. Well, Georgian copper or silver is what I mean. Still in there. Nope, it's pottery. Well, looks like we've got two signals, but I think that's it over there, because the other one sounds a bit irony. Thought that was going to be pottery. That is pottery. It's shiny pottery, but it is pottery. Doesn't look that old, does it? Transfer printed probably 100 years, maybe even less, but I thought that was the target. Managed to turn the camera off. No wonder it was an ear blower. It's a great big bit of copper. Some sort of, I don't know, hinge or something. Oh, it might be decorated. I think it is actually decorated. Well, it might not just be your average bog standard bit. There's a little bit more to it. Yeah, it definitely is. Mystery. That's the back, I take it. I wondered if maybe it was pressed through, but no. So it's a thing that's decorated. I mean, I'm guessing it's probably off a bit of furniture. Maybe the surround of a wee doorknob would go in there, a little drawer pull. And that was like a decorative plate. Looks like a crown there at the bottom. But it's probably Victorian, maybe Georgian. But if you know, comment below. And in case you're wondering, the second target was, as suspected, iron. I don't want to use the S word. But it's a lovely 92 to 94. I was going to say it could be shallow lead, but I think it's still in the hole. I'm going to pinpoint. Albert says he's got himself a little medallion thing. 94, 98, but it's dropped off a bit. Oh yeah. Interesting. Wonder if we'll get anything off that or not. Looks like there's something on that side at least. Alright, we'll give it the old bendy thumb treatment and see if we can get some detail. We've just managed to get enough detail off it. So at the top, I'm guessing it's probably a date, and then below it, it says the royal visit to Dundee, which is a city not far from here on the east coast. And clearly a medallion to commemorate the visit of one of the members of the royal family to Dundee. And whoever was given it clearly wasn't that impressed, because they've thrown it away. But you can just make out a head there looking to the left hand side, and I think it might be Gorgeous George, and there may actually be a second head just to the left of him, in which case that'll be his wife Mary of Teck. So they must have come for a wee visit to Dundee sometime into the First World War era, maybe, or in between. the First World War and the Second World War, but I suppose he was on the throne from 1910, so it could be any time between 1910 and 1936, but that's a nice thing. So if anyone recognises it, or if I can find out, I'll put a little segment in here, but otherwise, let us know in the comments below. Well done, Albert. At last, my first musket ball. It's taken a while. Again, I'm not sure it's been fired. It's very, very round. You can see the nipple there where it's come out the mould. The remnants of the sprue. But, you know, I've never had fields that have produced so many musket balls as the three that we're detecting. Well, this one and the two next door. Must be in excess of 30 musket balls, which for a very, very small amount of area that we've covered. So it does beg the question, why are they all here? And here we're up on really, really high ground, so I wouldn't imagine you'd be shooting uphill. Well, hunting deer at least. But it does make you wonder what was happening here. Maybe a camp, but we'll have to keep finding relics and see what we can learn. My first 4-holer of the day, albeit damaged, but 100 or so years old. Look at those wrinkly little fingers. This was a wee iffy one. If in doubt, take a spadeful out, and I've done so, and now it's a screamer of an 87. Could be a wee coin or a musket ball, but it's neither. It's a bit of a something. Ugh, who knows? Is there something on that or not? I think it might just be a little scrap of copper, maybe part of a buckle or something. Yeah. Whatever it is, it's toasted, but it's got a little nipple on it like maybe it was on leather, but it's a thing. That's 3 of these, or pieces of these, that I've had in the last 4 digs, and I don't know if it's some sort of subliminal messaging that's coming to me, because this is another part of a box iron, an old Victorian iron for ironing your clothes. And I don't know if someone's trying to tell me I should be doing more housework and not detecting. Possibly my long-suffering wife. We've got a wee clod. Came through 72, 74, and look right there. I can see a green edge. Could it be a coin? Oh. It's not very green. It's more silver, actually. Ugh. Green on that side. I think it's going to be a plated button, maybe, but give it a rub-a-dub, and you know what? I think it's been a button, but it's been plated or tinned, but it's got a copper core and it is toast. So, a long gone button, I'm guessing. How about that for a lump of lead? As you can see, it was sticking out the ground. Initially I thought it was a stone, but that weighs about a pound. A great big molten lump of lead. Albert can have that for scrap. We've come into the field next door for the last hour because it's stubble, just if nothing else, just to try and clean all the mud off of our feet after being in a ploughed field. And a very quick target, 90-91. Are we straight in with a great find or not? Well, still sounding pretty good, I have to say. Now it's not sounding good. And I think we've actually got the dreaded bottle top. Ugh. Possibly. I'll give it a wee rub-a-dub just to check. Yes, unfortunately, it was a bottle top. At last, this has been a quiet field. I was beginning to think I wasn't going to get anything. Well, it might still be junk, but it's an 87. I don't want to say the C word. Yeah, not convinced, to be honest, unless it's on its edge. Is that it, or is that not it? That is it. It's green anyway. Might actually be a lump of bronze. Or copper alloy. What have I done with my brush this time? There it is there. Nope, that's a pinpointer. There it is. Well, it is a lump of bronze, which I suppose is a good sign. Possible metal working in the area, and who knows, could be hundreds, could be thousands of years old, but unfortunately we'll probably never know. But it's better than aluminium. I got a woohoo from the figure in the distance there, and I said, "What have you got, silver?" And he said, "No, I've got a 10 pence. And unfortunately it's not even a spendable 10 pence, it's an old one, so you can't even spend it. Ah well. Hurrah! We've found something. Well, I say we've found something. I've not found anything in this field other than my lump of bronze, but Albert up ahead has got himself a penny. Probably not that far away from where he had his 10 penny, to be honest, because I don't think he's moved far.
Got that in the last field there as well.
Oh, look at that. He's in the money. Literally. Well, there you go. 3 coins. And all I've had is my silver. Which I'm not complaining about, but I can't believe I've only had 1 coin. Right, I'll give these a wee rubby dub and get back to you. They've cleaned up pretty well. At the top we've got a halfpenny of George II, 1727 to 1760. Bottom left we've got a pre-decimal of Queen Elizabeth II, so it's before 1974 I think we went decimal. And then we've got a coin bottom right, which is an old 10 pence. The year I was born, 1979, and it's a post-decimal Queen Elizabeth II. So have a wee look at the other side. So there are the reverses of the coins. So again at the top, top right, you've got George II from 1727 to 1760. On the left hand side you've got a pre-decimal with a date of 1967, which is the year that a little football club from Glasgow called Celtic won the European Cup. 1967, the Lisbon Lions. The squad entirely composed of Scotsmen, and all of them born within 20 miles or 30 miles of the stadium. And they became the first British club ever to win the European Cup, what we now call the Champions League. And then bottom right, you got an old 10 pence from 1979. So unfortunately they replaced that, I'm guessing probably in the 90s, and no longer legal tender, but 3 coins. Well done, Albert. Again, another target worth filming. Very nice sounding 80. I don't think it's going to be a coin. Now it doesn't sound very good at all. Junky aluminium, maybe even. Oh no, it's not. It's a thing. What is that? It's something decorative, that's for sure. Mystery object. Well, no idea, but it's coppery alloy. It looks like something's broken off the end there as well, so I don't know, maybe even part of a purse or something like that, a lady's purse. But if you know, comment below. Not sure about this one. It's 89, 90, 91, but it's pretty erratic, and it might be that there's some junk in here with it. Can't even figure out where it is. Right, I've got no idea what is going on. Is it still in the hole? I know there was an iron target in the hole as well. No, have I got it? Have I not got it? No. Right, I'm going to turn you off and get back to you. Now, how on earth could such a massive piece of brass be so difficult to track down? But it was. And I've got no idea what on earth it's from. But if you know, comment below. Something else Albert can weigh into the scrap man. We're inside the last 20 minutes, half an hour. Bit of a screamer. 89. Had a lot of bits of brass and such like. Cannot believe that I've only had one coin. That's a bottle top. No, is it? No, it's metal. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's another bottle top. Well, junk again. Initially I thought it was a lead seal, but I think it's a bullet that's pancaked. Possibly. Oh, maybe not actually. That's the wee ribbon. So it is a lead seal. Flax seal, but 1800s, but it looks pretty blank to me. Okay, this could be the last target. Pretty screaming 80. Right about there. Still a screaming 80. Oh, you beauty. We've got a coin. At last, we might be finishing on a coin. Having started on a coin. Not a silver one. I think we'll get a bit of detail off of that. It looks like a penny. But I'll give it a rub-a-dub and get back to you. And there we are. Queen Victoria. Young head or bun head looking to the left hand side. And she was the granddaughter of George III, who was the first coin that we found. I think her father was Edward, and I think he was something like Duke of York. Victoria went on to become Queen in 1837. The other side, I'm afraid, is toasted, and where the date would have been at the bottom there is damaged, so there's no chance of a date, but it'll be sometime before 1890 and after 1837, but it's another coin, so I am a very happy man. I spoke too soon about starting and ending on a coin. Maybe I shouldn't have dug the hole. It's a musket ball. Yet another one. This one's definitely been fired though. It's a bit misshapen. But yeah, clearly there's been something going on here in the past. Another signal. It's not finished yet. 80, 81, 82. I think we might have another musket ball. Maybe. Yep, looks like it. Nope, that was a stone. I thought I saw something there, but it's still in the hole. Pinpoint in time. That was a shadow. Oh no, it is a musket ball, look. There you go. And that one has definitely been fired. You get the big gouge out it. So, sometime in the 16 or 1700s, there was stuff going on here, that's for sure. And I do wonder if that great big shelling of James VI of Scotland and 1st of England might have anything to do with all these musket balls. Be interesting to know. We're not done yet. A screamer of a 91, 92. Get off the speed. And we're out. It's a bit messy now. There is something. Oh, I don't believe it. I've got another silver. Hey Albert, I got another silver coin. I got another silver. Oh yeah? Yeah. Oh, there you go. It looks like maybe a shilling? No, a sixpence I think actually. A sixpence, and I think it might be Gorgeous George. Yeah, there you go. Don't give up. Yeah, well, it was a decent target. It was 91, 92. But right, get the water bottle out. Starting on silver, finishing on silver. I thought the Victoria was going to be my last target, but well, there we go. Okay, moment of truth. I think it is George V. Can't even tell if that's oh no, that is the front. Yeah, there's a head there. Well, I just said when I got the Victoria, I thought that was going to be my last find of the day, and I've pulled a couple of musket balls, and I've pulled a sixpence, 1917. So it's 92.5% silver as well. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, there you go. 2 silvers in a day. Give it a wee clean up and get back to you. What a fantastic end to a pretty good day. I mean, at times it's been slow burning, I can tell you, but I've managed to winkle out a few nice finds. And to start with silver and end with silver, given that silver has practically eluded me for the first 6 weeks of 2024, I'm a pretty happy man. George V, looking to the left hand side, he ruled from 1910 to 36, and this was during the Great War. So on the reverse we do see the words sixpence at the bottom, and the date is 1917. So as I said earlier on, until 1920 our silver coins were 92.5% silver. So that's what this is. It's been fairly worn. It's got quite a lot of circulation wear on it, although it's probably been bouncing about the field for a while too. And back in the day, 1917, I think a pint was about 5 or 6 pence. So we've got a pint of beer. What an excellent way to end, although I'm not finished yet. Well, another day on the fields of Perthshire. And yet again gone right to dark because I'm so excited. A great start to get silver on the first hole. Not just silver, but George III silver on the first hole was tremendous. Then it kind of went a wee bit quiet in between for me, but eventually I ended up with silver on the last hole as well. So you've seen what Albert's had, unless he's got anything exceptional. He's still in the field, even though it's pitch black. Can't get him out of it. Unless he's got anything exceptional, I'll add it in. But if he doesn't, then I think I'll do a wee light box when I get back to home. So don't go anywhere. Well, Albert did get a couple of final coins, and this is a bizarre one. It's a 1 pence, and I thought that looks a bit weird on the reverse. Ella something. Ella Anine, maybe? And a notice around the outside edge, it says Isle of Man, which is an island kind of off the west coast of, well, I think it's off the west coast of the north of England, isn't it? Between England and Ireland. So there you go. 1 pence from the Isle of Man. And he also got himself another coin, which is an Irish euro, well, 2002 era for Ireland, and it's a 20 cents. He also got himself a headless soldier, a little lead toy soldier, probably early 1900s. And also he managed 3 little buttons. Looks like the one at the top left has got an anchor on it, so it must be something to do with the Royal Navy. So there you go. Welcome back to the light box. It's been a wee while, hasn't it, since I've managed to find the time to set this up. So, start off with this little plate, this little decorative plate. I'm not sure about this. I thought in the field, I thought it might be a crown, but I just can't make my mind up with it now. It might just be scrolls and decoration, but I'm not sure what this is. Possibly decoration from around a desk, a drawer, maybe with the pulley or the handle coming through the little hole in the centre there, but I don't think it's massively old, 150, 200 years at most. Interesting little bottle top, as you know. When you're a metal detectorist, you get lots and lots of bottle tops, but sometimes they're a wee bit detailed and they've got a little bit of information on them, like this one here with a little hand holding the sword. And as I say, this is from Aberdeen, so probably 100, 150 or so years old. This I thought I could see a horse on. Now that I'm home, I've got no idea, to be quite honest. Let me just try and zoom you in a little bit better. I don't think so. I've no idea, but it's a bit debatable, isn't it? But clearly it's been attached to something. There's a little stud there on the back. So, is there a horse? Am I imagining it? Well, let me know. Probably I'm losing my mind. One of multiple buttons. This one with a wee bit of writing on it. Looks like it says gold maybe at the bottom. But yeah, just a regular old plain button. This button, I've had a few of these. I think that's 2 or 3 now that have come off this same field, or the field next door plus this field. It's a beautiful little engine turned button with a wee sort of ragged decorated edge with all these little swirls in the centre. And for me, that is Georgian all day long, probably early 1800s, maybe even late 1700s. Very pretty little thing though. And then double silver. The last hole of the day produces a wonderful little George V silver sixpence with the date of 1917. So 92.5% silver, and back in the day almost certainly a pint of beer, maybe even an upmarket pint of beer. But during the war years, 1917, the year that the United States also joined the Great War, and as some of you have pointed out from a previous video, something that I didn't know, which was that the Spanish flu actually originated in the United States and made its way over to Europe as a result of that. And then in the trenches, in the warfare, the way it was, damp, wet, muddy, filthy, it exploded and caused a huge pandemic that I think killed over 100 million people. So there you go, George V, nice. But to outdo George V, we've got his namesake, George III. And we've got a date at the bottom of 1816. And you can see a very large, I'm sure they call this a bullhead shilling. I think because he's got quite a large head. Mr. Potato Head, as I regularly call him. But Georgius, DG, by the grace of God, de Gracia. And then Brit, or Britannium Rex. So Brit, King of the Britons, and FD, Defender of the Faith. So 1816, just over 200 years old. And on the reverse, with the Norman French on a, oh well, I'm not going to say it. You know what it means. But beautiful. You can see the shield decoration, and I think it is a love token, because that looks very suspiciously bent like a love token. So I'm over the moon with that. Having gone 6 weeks or so without any silver, I've managed 2 days back to back with 2 coins of silver on each day. So I'm 4 silvers up for 2024 already. Brilliant. And there we are, another day on the fields of Perthshire, and a pretty exceptional day. George III silver on the first hole and George V silver on the last, with a few pretty interesting little finds and relics in between. As ever, if you like what you see and you're not already subscribed, then please hit the button, and hopefully sometime soon I might hit the big 4-0, 40,000 subscribers. That would be amazing. So hopefully I'll see you all on the next dig. Take care, and thanks for watching. Oh, and spoiler alert, there are some phenomenal finds coming up on the next few videos, so don't miss them.